Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for December 4th through the 10th of 2022. So before I get started, I just have to say I am working from and recording from a new computer. Very grateful to have backups to the backup, but it appears that not just my website wanted an upgrade this year, which it got in August. Now everything's going to be new for 2023. So I don't know about the rest of y'all, but Spirit is moving certain old things and old ways and old habits out of the way so that I can't even do them anymore, even if I wanted to. And we have quite an energetic week with the full moon and Mercury and Venus, who seem to be a little bit of a tag team right now, are both moving into Capricorn this week. So there's a lot to cover. Very mental and very emotional, thanks to the full moon in Gemini. Deep breath. So let's dive in because it's pretty packed. We kick off our week on Sunday the 4th with Venus squaring Neptune. This energy is great for creative flow. If you are artistically inclined in any way, you will have access to an energy that may allow you to create something amazing. Dig deep and allow yourself to free flow. This energy can also challenge relationships, personal or professional, to keep it real in some way, and ones which are not on a true solid foundation are likely to dissolve under this influence. When Neptune is involved, we see life through a completely different kind of lens, often seeing the potential rather than the reality of a situation. Detach and trust. If your relationship happens to end under this influence, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it suggests that it was never on solid ground to begin with. Be thankful and move on. This activation is just helping you align your true values and priorities with the vision in your mind and heart, but you will have to expand your consciousness in some way, learn to follow your inner compass, and take practical steps going forward. On Tuesday the 6th, Mercury is going to square Jupiter in the late degrees of Pisces to Sag. So this is big on our imagination, our thinking, and our consciousness are not totally in agreement at the moment. So we need to work through some things. This energy challenges you to integrate your smaller individual point of view with the larger vision for your life. On one hand, you can see the big picture in new ways, but on the other hand, you may not be very interested in the details that bring it about. This is another good one for expanding your consciousness and thinking outside the box. But as the insights come into your conscious awareness, be mindful of the steps it will take to make your ideas a reality. This activation is also great for course corrections where your ideas are concerned and will open you up to learning something new or bring in a crucial piece of information. Just keep in mind that you will have to stabilize anything you start and probably have to review some details down the road because of something you overlooked in your enthusiasm for the new truth revealed from within. Deep breath. Again, this is like an awakening of consciousness. When we have squares, we kind of get cracked open. We get pushed to a new level, whether we wanted to or not, right? So there's things being revealed right now that are teaching us what the new truth and story is going to be. So as it finishes up 29 degrees there, it slips right into Capricorn on the same day until February 11th. Okay, that's 2 months versus the usual 3 weeks it spends in the sun. Now that we've expanded and explored the possibilities in Sag and which of them have any chi or life force energy in them, we can choose which ones to embody, express, and create containers for going forward. This is the time of year when we review all that we've accomplished with an eye toward what we want to build on in the upcoming year. We get a little more serious and focused on our goals and how we will accomplish them. We look at our exchanges to see which ones are solid and which ones are not, and we start to look at new commitments going forward. Mercury in Capricorn is going to ask us to get practical about the fundamentals, home and work, and self and other. And then it's going to retrograde December 29th, asking us to review and revise our thinking where our creative containers and personal processes are concerned. How much has changed in the last 3 months, in the last year? The retrograde affords us extra time to get organized. Then when it goes forward in Capricorn, January 18th, we will be called to commit in some way, whether that is to commit to creating containers for our ideas or to new ways of expressing ourselves. Either way, we will be in this zone, along with anyone else there, rewiring our ideas, thoughts, and concepts of the departments of life, which is the houses that Capricorn rules for you, and won't move on until February 11th when it moves into Aquarius. Deep breath. The next day is Wednesday the 7th when we have the Gemini full moon. Sag time always launches the research and development process of the year during November and December. This is when you reflect on the last year of your life and determine what it all really means. Sag energy and the new moon of November 23rd help you intuit deeper meaning and develop a story and belief system that you personally can live with integrity. This is when we plant seeds of living a more authentic, vital, and honest life. It is also the time when I give everyone permission to dream big, stretch beyond your normal limitations, and expand the vision for your life. Pisces energy at the first quarter moon, November 30th, helped you process what's going on in your life through the filter of the emotions and intuitions that you are feeling at this time. You may ask questions to help you discern what's really happening versus what you see through any kind of rose-colored glasses. First quarter brings the first step on our new moon intentions. So in this case, you should follow your intuition because Spirit's communication is always more subtle than literal. So I also recommend prayer, reverence in nature, and or intentional solitude to hear the angels and ancestors wanting to speak to and through you at this time. Deep breath. We're still very much in that zone as I record this update. We're moving toward this week's Gemini full moon, December 7th, which will help you process the facts and information revealed. This is good for reviewing options, opportunities, and other ways to decide on the best way for you personally. The full moon always illuminates an area in need of attention. Sometimes with Gemini, it is simply making up our mind and making a decision or getting congruent instead of being pulled in too many directions and getting nothing done. Deep breath. We don't want to be scattered and all over the place, but we also want to look at whatever the full moon is illuminating. This takes us to the last quarter moon in Virgo, December 16th, to help us sort, sift, release, and integrate what is real for you personally and what is real for your body and daily reality that you have to navigate on a regular basis in real time. You're still processing, but not the idea of what's happening in your life at this time, but more like how much your physical body and nervous system, etc., can actually handle and process in a 24-hour period. Deep breath. Boundaries are good. When we get to Virgo, we get to setting up boundaries that help us function better, that help us stay whole and not fragmented and all over the place. So this Gemini full moon of December 7th supports a major data dump. We are releasing more than just 1 year of old thinking, old ideas, old paradigms, old thought patterns, and most of all, old ways of communicating on multiple levels. It is a delicious opportunity to change your thinking in a fundamental way, which will shift the path that you are on. As we release debilitating mental patterns with this full moon, we move to the Virgo last quarter moon, December 16th, and we get to work on the acceptance of whatever is not working. Let go and trust that you are creating a cleaner space for a more efficient aspect of your being to emerge. If it doesn't serve some kind of actual function, then it has to go, which clears space for something more useful and relevant to support you in real time. We have crossed a bridge that has disintegrated behind us. We didn't burn it. There is nothing bad back there. There is actually nothing back there at all. So this is the time to focus forward and really decide what the story of your life is saying to your friends, family, community, and the universe. There are so many planetary alignments and global cycles during this time. Anything you can do on your personal individual level is, without a doubt, contributing to the larger story of Mother Earth. But even more importantly, her evolution is contributing to how your life story unfolds too. This lunation supports changing our individual conceptions and perceptions in radical ways. What are you conceiving? What are you perceiving? It is an incredible time to be awake, alive, and participating. Deep breath. This full moon is packed with juju. Also, we have to consider that Mars is lingering in Gemini, so the full moon is taking us inward with this process of who we are and what we want getting an upgrade. The ways that we want to communicate and express ourselves and the ways that we want to interact with others and the kind of friendships we want to have going forward post-COVID is all getting reset right now. So let's consciously choose. I am always surprised at how the universe moves people in and out of my world organically. so that it doesn't hurt. I'm a Cancer, so I get really attached to my people. And at the same time, I have to understand there's a season and a reason, and everyone passes through at the time they need to, and that's divine order, and I don't ever want to fight that. But as a Cancer, I do get sad when I lose people I really, really love, and they're moving on to new levels of consciousness for themselves and new ways of being and expressing, and that's all really powerful. We all got an upgrade. And you know the Kellyism, when you change, everyone around you has to change or go away. That's the natural law. Nothing is good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just how it works. When you raise your vibration, everyone around you has to raise up or go away, raise up and come back. I don't know. Some people come back, some people don't. And that's divine order, because when they do move out, it creates space for better people of a higher frequency to move into your world. So let's trust when spirit is moving the pieces on our personal board around. Deep, deep, deep breath. The 8th is on Thursday with Sun opposing Mars retrograde. This is another backstage meeting. There are a couple of things that Mars did 3 times over, but there's a couple of things that it's only getting to meet with once. And so this is one of them, I think, and it's very powerful. This energy is a push-pull between what you think or say that you want and how your choices reveal who you really are, between your ego and your will. For some, it can feel like a very confrontational energy that often manifests by awakening you to some deeper truth about your own true nature, confronting a new aspect of self in a whole new way. Of course, confrontations can also manifest with others who have opposing views of you or your situation. This is a personal awakening and a potent midpoint, the most powerful course-correcting time in any cycle. This one being an annual rhythm where we get to initiate and integrate our desire nature, who we are and what we want at a whole new level. Think about the new sense of identity and purpose that is emerging with this new Mars cycle that we are initiating in 2023 to 2025. This is the new 2-year cycle we're kicking off right now. Here at the midpoint, how is it going? How does your life and choices reflect your true purpose and deepest desire for your life? It is a powerful time, and you will find out what you're made of, and if your choices were made from your higher self or your lower will. You may feel uncomfortable with what is revealed at this time, but you are deeply supported as you recognize your own unconscious extremes and find your new conscious middle ground. If you find yourself dealing with inner or outer struggles, try to pause and determine the depth of your desire to continue in that direction. Often we act out of habit, and it is time to be truly present. The best way to use this energy is to own any ego issues, put them in perspective, and decide to be more congruent with your thoughts, words, and deeds going forward. Also, the same day, Thursday, December 8th, I'm hosting a free community event. We ask for a $22 donation, but that's totally optional. And I'm going to talk about Mercury retrograding through Earth signs in 2023. Over the last 2 years, I've played with digital downloads for giving you your meditations and divinations and activations for Mercury retrograde. So I will still do that because everybody loves those tools. But this will be the overview for the year of it moving through Earth signs. So we'll touch a little bit on all 3 so we can all prepare a little bit for the year of creating these new containers for our ideas, thoughts, and concepts is a very big deal. Also, if you have strong Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, then Mercury is definitely rewiring your thinking in those departments for all of us. No one is exempt. But I hope that you will join me on Thursday night, December 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern is 5 p.m. Pacific. The next day is Friday the 9th, when Venus will square Jupiter, also at the last degree before she slips into Capricorn. This energy is a happy-go-lucky kind of energy that doesn't really want to be bothered with the mundane details of life. However, you must not allow that passing energy to get you so off track that it costs you more than it is worth. If you don't have any pressing obligations, then this will be a fun, relaxing time, possibly socializing with friends. However, if you have work to do, make sure that it gets done first so you can truly enjoy yourself without the worry of the pile being bigger when you return. Watch the excesses as well, food, drinking, and/or spending, because on a deeper level, you may have to make some adjustments in your relationships or finances. Jupiter always reveals how we make things bigger, consciously or not. And this activation usually helps us be more realistic so that we can align our true priorities with the grand vision of our future. Same day, Venus slips into Capricorn until January 2nd. This is very special because this is the first time she's been back here since she retrograded November 2021 through March 2022. This is a graduation of sorts. What have you cultivated over the last year? How have your values and priorities shifted in dramatic ways, especially around home and work and you, the individual, within the context of your relationships? A lot has changed within and around us. Venus rules everything we care about, love, and value. Capricorn energy is all about that which supports and protects what we love and value. It also rules how you make decisions and structure the foundation of your life, what holds it all together, and it often represents the individual container for your personal life. It's the lesson of being responsible for your thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds, and understanding how they are all connected to the physical reality of your life and the reputation you are cultivating with your choices and decisions. Your outer reality reflects your inner reality. It's about building inner strength and fortitude that automatically creates outer order and stability. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is the last visible planet and speaks to our definition of reality as well as our physical limits. Saturn is about dedication to the step-by-step process that accomplishes the long-term big goal that will ultimately support more than just you and yours. If you are consciously participating in life, then this is a potent time for you to see the fruits of your labors and receive some earned rewards or benefits. However, if you are overwhelmed by decisions that you've already postponed over long, or the instability of fundamental aspects of your life, home, work, food, shelter, then it's time to meet your inner architect who can help you survey, clear, dedicate, design, and ultimately build the new clean foundation to support yourself. It is time, y'all. We have been broken down to our last compound, and it is time to evolve to a new level by choice, not being forced into situations or agreements or contracts that go against our nature. Not doing it, not having it, no more. This Venus work is going to be very personal for those with Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries, Libra activated in their charts. In this case, Capricorn means the structure of your life and the reality you're currently living has evolved, and adjustments to your responsibilities, commitments, and decision-making skills should reflect the upgrade. Deep breath. Taking a time out to review your own reality, how it works, what it grounds or anchors in physical form, and how it serves you or not, is a powerful exercise. Capricorn energy always reveals where you are rigid, dry, or unstable. It's about carrying your own weight, not the weight of the world. And Capricorn is very present to the here and now fundamentals of home, work, food, and shelter. It's time to dedicate your efforts toward productive ends that both support you and serve others. Deep breath. So it's powerful anytime Venus enters Capricorn. We always call her the lady boss or our female CEO. This is where we become the authority of our lives, and we set up our lives based on those values of what we care about and the people that we care about and the things that we're trying to create and cultivate in life. That connection, all of that. Venus rules kinship, how we connect to each other, our relationships and our values. It's so deep to work with her directly. As you all know, I am a big Venus proponent, and working with her 18-month cycle over and over and over, as I have done since 1999, has literally changed my life and improved my relationships and my finances. So it's nothing to sneeze at. She is one of the sacred feminine entities we can really rely on to help us change our lives. And I encourage you to reach out if you would like to learn more about that. So please join me Thursday night for the Mercury retrograde for 2023 preparation as it moves and lingers through all three earth signs. And if you'd like to check in with your own cycles and patterns and get a reading, that works too. That'll catch you up with where you're at. The biggest news, of course, is the February-March classes I will be teaching. I will be very busy, and I hope that you all will join us. The dream class I'm doing with Yeye Louisa Tish is just life-changing. I can't even begin to describe how that goes. But we are going way deeper. It is going to be good for anyone who is trying to anchor their spiritual practices or get to a new level with their ancestors or understand their own consciousness in a new way, because that's what dreams do. They take out the middleman. There's just you and your higher self communing through your dreams is a really powerful thing. But it's also going to address people like me who don't remember our dreams, at least not consistently, and or those who don't think they dream at all. We can activate and do some practices. Yeye's got so many resources, rituals, and ceremonies, and books, and things that she can suggest that can help us all. I love working with her, and I'm learning so much, and I'm connecting with such amazing people. That is a very powerful thing. That dream class will be offered on Sundays during February and March for 8 weeks. The Astro 101 class is also 8 weeks and will be offered on Tuesdays. Now, I'm flexible during the week with my Astro 101 class, so those who sign up for it, if it turns out everybody's better on a Wednesday, I can be flexible with that. I can't be flexible with the dream class. Yeye is very busy. We had to lock all those Sundays in. But the Astro 101 class last year I was doing on Tuesdays, and it worked pretty well for all 3 sessions. I do 3 sessions a year, and I like to offer it to the 20 and 30 somethings to come together, the 40 and 50 somethings to come together, and then the 60 and up to come together, because then you all are kind of circling around in the same cycles. So when we're talking about your chart, this is what's kind of brilliant about my Astro 101 class is you're learning astrology, but you're learning it through your own chart. And it's, I would say 80-20. 80% of people are coming just to learn and to understand their chart better and their cycles and patterns and how to work with the energies more directly, which is, of course, my gig. But that 20% is wanting to work with others. And so this will fill in some of your education, no matter where you're learning your astrology. The Kelly way is unique and will take you into a deeper soulful level that is more than just this sign, this house, this aspect, this transit. It's deeper than that. I put it all together. And we have so much fun. It's a very small, intimate class. I think the most I've had in a class was 10, and that's the way we like. We need to keep it around 6 to 8. So that way everyone gets to talk about their chart, and we get to go through and do things together, and it feels really good. Nobody feels pressure at that point. If we have too many or not enough, it can get a little different in the vibration. So I'm leaving those 2 classes in for the month of December for you to be able to sign up in time. Hopefully in January, you'll be ready to sign up for February, March classes. But we got to start putting a bug in your ear now so you can start thinking about it. I think the dream class is $450 for the 8 weeks, and my Astro 101 class is $250 for the 8 weeks. So deep breath. That's the upcoming fun stuff. And just a quick heads up, in case you were thinking about it, I will be doing a 12/12 Zoom with Shanta, and we will get together on the morning of winter solstice to get together and celebrate the season again. So if you're into angels or archangels, Shanta Gabriel's my go-to girl for that. And we will be getting together on the 12th and the 21st. So those events are coming up this month, along with the Venus Circle will be on the 15th. So busy, busy, busy. Reach out as you feel called, and I hope you have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools, signing off.